In a world filled with hopes and dreams, in a country where dreams are actually realized, sometimes life takes unexpected turns. Today, we bring you the heartfelt story of the late Chomboya Amayo, a man whose journey led him down to a path of addiction and adversity, from grass to a short-lived grace. This is the story of the late Chomboya Amayo. To the audience. Yo, what's up, bro?
Yes, my name is Tom Makumboya Amayo, and this is my life story.
Yeah. Tom, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We are happy to have.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yes.
Welcome once again. And we'd just like to begin this show by. I'd like you to tell our viewers your background, like education-wise. Where did you, first of all, before even we go there, where did you grow up?
Yes, I was born in Ungata Rongai. I went to St. Mark's, that is in my preschool, nursery by then, we used to call it. Then after that, I went to Ongata Rongai Primary School, where I did my KCPE. Then I went to Enumarasiani Secondary School, that is in Matasia, where I did my fourth form, KCSA. That is in 1996, is where I did my secondary school. Then after that, I went to join the matatu business. So I worked in the matatu business for 1 year. After that, I went to university. I went to Catholic University of East Africa, that is Square. After that, I was employed there. I got a job after finishing my secondary, my university, where I taught for only 1 semester. After that, a friend of mine, and who used to be my teacher at Kwea, took me to Rongai. It was on a Friday, so we came 3 people. He was called Professor Awino and Professor Mwangi. So with these 2 guys, we came to Rongai. Then they introduced me to booze. So it was on Friday. We went to a house. Then Professor Awino introduced us that the lady in the house was his wife. Then he asked for 5 liters, which I didn't know what it was. Then they put some little for me in the glass, which I thought like it was water. After testing it, it was so bad. I couldn't continue. Then they sent that lady to go bring me 2 bottles of Tusker. Because I could drink that. It was kienyeji, we call it changa in Kiswahili. So they brought me 2 Tuskers, which I also tried. And then after that, I was blacked out. So I found myself the following day, that is on Saturday, on bed. And I was feeling so bad, which I thought I was sick, but they told me you are not sick, it's just hangover. So to treat hangover, they told me I must do what I did yesterday. So they gave me 1 bottle, because I didn't finish those 2 bottles. So there was 1 that was left, which I took. After that, my hangover was gone. And they gave me food, so I could eat after having drunk. So I could eat. Then after eating, then I was also blacked out again. So I found myself again on Sunday with the same sickness. They now gave me what was in that 5 liters jerrycan, which I could now take without problem. So
just a minute. We like to go back to your primary school life. In which year did you sit for your KCP?
To the year 2000 and 1993 is when I sat for my primary level. Then my secondary I sat 1996.
1993 was the 844 system still, right?
844 system, that is. That is what I did.
What can you remember about that moment, like back then in primary school when you are sitting? Is there any memory that is still with you until to date while you start for your KCPE?
Yes, my primary was it. I can't complain about it. It was good. I can't see any problem. Anyway, I was in primary. I was the head boy of the school. So it was just good.
At Ongatarongai?
At Ongatarongai, I was the head boy. Can't complain about it.
Life was smooth. Life was okay.
Life was okay.
Good boy.
But then I used to live with my sister because I don't have parents. I lost my parents when I was still very, very young. So I was brought up by my sister, the firstborn in our family. She's called Priska Akinyi. She also died there again. She died when I was in the university.
Sorry.
So what happened is my sister could not afford to pay for my university education, but then I used to go to church called Calvary Chapel, Ongatarongai still, where I met with a friend, a lady. She's American. She's called Janice. So Janice paid for my schooling until when I finished.
Okay, before we proceed, we are sorry you lost your parents at a younger age, and we just want to know, in your high school level, how was life living with your sister, raising you to be the person you are now? How was life back then? The challenges that you faced during that time, and how has it been growing up without a parent?
Well, my sister, she's so nice. She paid for my secondary. Though life, without parents, life is hard, At times you have to do some things for yourself, not like when you have parents. You do things for yourself, for you to survive. So it was kind of struggling, but still, she afforded it. She paid for my secondary school. I was in a boarding school, which she paid for me until when I finished.
Okay.
Yes.
May God rest us all in peace. And we as a community, we as a country, we are also grateful for her for having raised such a person who has lived to impact so many lives and will continue impacting so many lives. Now your sister, she died while you were in Form 4 or after graduating from Form 4?
After graduating from Form 4, I was in the second year in my university. Is when my sister passed away. So, but I was not left alone. I was left with that lady who paid for my secondary school. Actually, in the university, I used to live with that lady in her house in Karen. So, life, anyway, it wasn't bad anyway, not hard. But yes, here I am. after all that
Wait.
struggle.
So life took a certain twist, a good twist, so to speak.
Yes.
It changed from being okay. We can't say it was bad with your sister,
Yes.
but it got better after your sister passed.
Yes. Well, it wasn't hard, but very, very bad. But it got better after her passing away. It got better when I was living with that lady. It was so good. So I could. We never used to live far from the college. I could trek from the house to the college, and in my college. God is good, so to say, because I was given some job to do in the college, which they never used to pay me any money, but it could pay part of my school fee, while the lady would struggle to pay the other part of it.
Awesome, awesome. Which course did you enroll in the university?
I did psychology. Yes, that is what I did at the university. So when I was there for that one semester, I was teaching logic. They gave me just one subject. Unfortunately, when I came to Rongai and I got drunk, I forgot to go back to college to give the exams. And the following Friday was supposed to be the closing day. You know, this college is a private college, which they pay a lot of money to be there. So we went back to college on Friday. From Friday to Friday, that we took 1 week, one whole week in Ongata Rongai.
Okay, pause. You're taking us far, too fast. You're taking, but it's okay. We'd like to know, just before we get back to you getting employment, we'd like to know.
Overcoming the struggle that came with losing his parents at a tender age, to becoming the school head boy, then proceeding to high school, and ultimately joining campus, is a clear indication of just how hardworking and determined Tom was. A normal script would have ended with happily ever after for Tom, but that was not the case. Stay tuned for part 2, where Tom shares his life with addiction and his love life.